Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Woodward Park for the 2014 CIF State Cross Country Championships. Two special guests for you today representing Nike. I want to go ahead and wish you good success this weekend. Our first individual, very familiar face here at Woodward Park. She was only one of 3 girls as a 4-time California State champion. Competed for Mission College Prep High School, Jordan Hasay. Also, our second individual on the men's side did not compete here in California at the high school level, did for Pomona Pitzer at the collegiate level. Very familiar face out there currently, Mr. Will Leer. So we're going to start off first with a couple of questions, and then from there we'll open up a little bit, and then there's some time for autographs. And then you want to go ahead and talk to these individuals face to face. First off, Jordan, I know you have many good experiences here. Again, 4-time California State champion. What do you remember most about experiences here at the California State meet?
There's a lot of good memories. It's just a really fun event, and I love the course. And my parents drove me up today, and I was just telling my dad, I remember right over by that entrance there, he would always yell at me at the finish, telling me to go faster, and I just would think that I couldn't go any faster. So it's definitely a tough course, but a lot of fun out there.
There are a lot of individuals here competing on this course for the very first time. You being from the central section at the time, you competed here first without even aside from Clubs Invitational, just from section championships in state, total of 8 times. So there aren't too many individuals at a high level with as much experience as you on this course. For those here for the very first time, any tips on how to run this course, or maybe more importantly, for those dealing with nerves, how to try and cope with that the night before?
The first mile and the last mile go by real quickly because obviously the first mile you're just getting out and getting your position, and then the last mile you run through the crowd again and then come to the finish. And the second mile is kind of quiet, you're back there and go up the hill and everything. So my advice is just to get out the first mile but then kind of relax so that second mile you can continue to push through, because I made the mistake of going too fast the first mile trying to set records, and then I knew I was going to die the second half. So just be really patient, because you're going to be really excited getting off the line, but just try to stay relaxed as much as possible.
Will, any words of wisdom, again, from just your own experience? A lot of these kids, first time in a major meet of this magnitude, and with the crowd, the adrenaline going, the temptation to go a little bit too fast. How do you keep it all in perspective? What advice do you have going to a first major race for these individuals?
Gosh, that's really... raise your hand if you're nervous. Oh, raise your hand if you're nervous to raise your hand. Raise your hand if you're excited. I'm pumped. There are so many athletes with so much energy out here. I had the opportunity to run the course actually a couple of times earlier in the day, and it's a fair course. You know, you guys have run multiple cross-country races this year. You're very prepared. You've obviously done the right things to get here. So tomorrow's race is no different than any of the other ones, other than it's the last race of your year, and you don't want to have any regrets. I haven't raced in a lot of big cross-country races in my career. Ran at the Division III National Championships 4 times, and it took me 4 times to get it right. I can definitely echo Jordan's sentiment that when there are screaming fans for almost the duration of a race, it sort of gets you really excited and really tense, but 5K is a long way to go. And so definitely maintaining composure of your energy, of your strategy, and absolutely listening to your coaches. They're the ones that know you the best and how you race, and they're going to be the ones to give you much more pointed advice than this general blah 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 that I've just given you.
Should there be a point in the race where one of the runners feels some discomfort, doesn't feel quite right? What would you, in their shoes, try and do to regather yourself and finish it strong?
Did you guys hear that? What happens when you hurt? It's gonna hurt. It's 5K cross country. It's gonna suck at some point, which is why I don't run it anymore. Kidding. I would love to come out here and race with you guys tomorrow. It'd be a lot of fun. But you have to. My college coach told me one thing that sort of stuck with me for the entirety of my running career. You guys are fit right now. You're really fit. You've trained hard through the summer, through the fall to get here. if you're hurting, everyone around you is also hurting. And so you have to embrace the pain. That's what my college coach told me. He said, embrace it. Because you get to do what very few individuals in their lives get to experience, which is pushing yourself to the maximum, redlining, and then going harder. As Jordan alluded to, her dad would stand near the finish and say, run faster. And you're like, really? I'm trying really hard right now. But for those of you who are here with a team, you know, you're not running just for yourself. You have 6 individuals with you to compete for, and that always made me be able to gut out a really hard cross-country race. But also know that whatever happens at the end of the day, if you gave your best effort and you endured, which is really what cross-country is in my opinion, it's enduring. If you endured to the best of your ability, then you're going to be able to finish the race with your head held high. Not everyone here is going to have their best race of the season tomorrow, but if you run as well as you can, you're going to be happy with your performance.